Hey guys, I just got in my car and I found the UPS man at the front door. Look what came. Oh, it's a box. Can't see it from that way, but you can from this way. Yay! My new super lens. Yeah, this is not cheap, but this is going to be my lens for showing you guys what's going on far, far away. Should be fun. I want to play with it for lunch. Hey guys, we're down here by the Lincoln Memorial on the shores of the Potomac. I was actually going up to the other part of town because a bunch of high schools have gotten bomb threats today. This follows the bomb threat at Dunbar High School yesterday, where the second gentleman was speaking and the Secret Service had to evacuate him. I think copycat kids don't want to do tests today or something, at the best. So this is the U.S. Army Band bus, but I don't see or hear the band at the moment. I would assume that they are around somewhere. Let's go find Pershing's Own. Basically all the war memorials are right around here. This is Korean War Memorial. Then you see the Capitol way in the distance. World War II at the other end of the reflecting pool. Vietnam over there across the reflecting pool. World War I is up by the White House. That was sort of a late edition memorial. And they haven't built one for Iraq or Afghanistan. I wonder if that's even in the drawing boards. Pretty blue sky kind of day. It's in the 50s today. It's going to be in the 50s tomorrow. It's not going to get down to freezing again until the weekend. So that's kind of nice. I'm done with winter. Weren't we just here last week? I think we were. Oh well. There's a little platform. Had a little performance. Somebody asked if I could see the Robert E. Lee sculpture. It is said, if you look at the back of Abraham Lincoln's head, come on, what's going on here? It's said if you look at the back of Lincoln's head, you can kind of make out the face of Robert E. Lee looking back over towards Virginia. That doesn't look like Robert E. Lee. That just looks like a bunch of hair. This was closed for many years after 9/11. But once I got back from Hong Kong, I realized they had reopened it. It's pretty back here. Well, we can't find the band, so maybe the bus driver is just getting a hot dog. Oh well. Hey guys, we're in Foggy Bottom. This is 2000 Pennsylvania, which is a little kind of like a mini mall of stuff. It's actually where the photo shop is located, Pro Photo. That's where I buy a lot of camera stuff. Today I bought a filter. It's going to go on my new lens. So this is the corner of 19th and Pennsylvania. We're kind of in the middle of the campus of the World Bank. This is the International Monetary Fund. That's IMF. That's World Bank. World Bank. There's a couple World Bank buildings behind me and the next block as well. And after that is George Washington University, another campus, yeah? So that is the headquarters of the World Bank. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, I can't speak. The IMF and the World Bank were basically part of the Bretton Woods Agreement. Bretton Woods is actually sort of a little camp about 15, 20 miles north of here in Washington, D.C. And the documents from Bretton Woods are kept at Dumbarton Oaks, which is a library. I believe it's run by Harvard University. And that's where they had some more of the negotiations on setting up the World Bank and the IMF. The difference, basically, the IMF bails out countries by supporting their currencies, and the World Bank does development projects in countries like, power plants and hydroelectric dams and things like that. It's pretty quiet, though. The World Bank is not back in the office right now. I heard they might be going back next month. And the moon's out. Look at all those cameras. DC police cameras. Those are just traffic cameras, the white ones. The black ones are the Secret Service. And I don't know if they got any right here. You can access all the DC traffic cameras online, but the video quality is like 2002 internet video quality, yeah? It's like choppy, pixelated, It's not that great. And sometimes they shut down when there's a motorcade, though I have used them to track motorcades once or twice. So many cars. The World Bank Group, you can see right there. Now, the World Bank Group has an amazing cafeteria. They've got like an American section, a European section, a Chinese Asian section, a Latin American section. So you can go, like, getting someone that you know who works at World Bank to take you to the cafeteria is kind of like a sign you know the right people in Washington. Alrighty, let's go down towards the White House. Here there's lots more interesting cameras up on the poles. All sorts of sensors. I think some of these sensors... Oh, hang on a second. That is the array. I've never seen that part of the Avenger missile battery. See it? There you are. That's the missile array's radar tracking system for the Avenger missile battery. So it's technically on the other wing of the OUB. The missiles are right up there. You can't see them from this angle, but we can see the radar dish. I've never seen that before. Cool. On the other wing of the OUB, the missiles are right up there. You can't see them from this angle, but we can see the radar dish. I've never seen that before. Cool. Now, someone was asking if Pennsylvania Avenue was closed, how could a motorcade arrive? And well, Pennsylvania Avenue is closed and usually used for pedestrians. Vehicles can get on here easy enough. They just lower those barriers and they just drive down this road. In fact, we see cars pretty much every single day driving on this road, you know, police cars and whatnot. Occasionally we see vehicles come off Jackson Place right over there, and they can get out on Pennsylvania Avenue. And when there is a foreign head of state motorcade, they do park here on Pennsylvania Avenue. So we saw them moving dirt over there, but down here there's a big clod of dirt. It looks like they've stripped all the grass here. Or what did I call it yesterday? De-sodding. Removing the grass. So they've de-sodded this part of the park as well as the part of the other side the other day. This guy in shorts. We might have to blot out Truth Conductor's music. This guy looks like he's doing a movie. Always lifting and digging. Hercules Fence Company. I wonder if they got the contract. Is there a car coming out? HerculesFence.com. So, closing up the gate. Back to work you go. Actually, it's time to go home. Probably moving their equipment in for the night. Where should we go? Oh, interesting. It's a little mini motorcade. So, no, I change, man. Sorry. I got some gloves, though. You want some gloves?
Okay, yeah, thank you.
There you go, man. So down here on 15th Street at Pennsylvania, this is the Treasury, Department of Treasury, and their fence here is, well, a joke. I mean, it's like 3 feet high, 4 feet high. I read, though, that this might get replaced next year with a giant 14-footer, like that's the White House. When the trees are down, you can actually see a good deal of the White House. That's the South Lawn and the Truman patio. But when the trees come back, it's just a bunch of green. See, down here they've already got the big fence, the big 14-footer. They just finished that. Now they're continuing on. That's East Executive Avenue. I remember when I first visited Washington, my uncle drove me down that road because it was just a public road at the time. He's like, yep, here's the White House. He just drove us right by. There's the Hercules Fence Company again. There's one big dump truck over here. A whole bunch of little stuff over here. So over there is the Octagon House. I've shown you once or twice. Octagon House was the White House, the executive residence of James Madison. After the British burned the White House in the War of 1812, this served as the presidential residence for about 6 months or so. But it was here that the War of 1812 treaty was brought over and signed in this building. There we go, there's a little map here. Yeah, so the Treaty of Ghent. Yeah, the Treaty of Ghent was signed on a table inside this house on Christmas Eve, 1814. So there's an interesting little building right over there. I mean, it says boring office building, yeah. But down there at the bottom level, those blue walls that you see there, that's the passport office. That's like the emergency passport office. If you are traveling and for some reason find that your passport is expired like that day, you can go there and get a passport in a few hours. Yeah, what takes a couple weeks by mail can be done in only a few hours in person. And that's actually a pretty cool feature. I have used that, not the few hour service, I've used like the 5-day service, but it's a pretty cool option for people in the DC area to get their passports in a hurry. So guys, pretty quiet Wednesday. Yeah, not a lot going on in Washington, but hey, there's always tomorrow. We've got Marine 1 in the morning, hopefully, and maybe even Marine 2 going out tomorrow or the day after that. Anyway, we're gonna be out. We'll see what happens. The weather's gonna be really nice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you tomorrow.